Hello, everybody! I am Salivor the Butler, and I welcome you to the Butler's Chambers. Hi! Last day of my timed work, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, I feel no better feeling than finally not having to get up at 7 in the morning unless I want to. Because believe me, your boy's a night owl, and he would much rather get up around 10 o'clock in the afternoon if given the option. I'm looking forward to this so much. Because finally, I get to just relax a bit. You know, I can be a little more flexible with stream times. If I want to go, go do stuff with friends during the week, I can do that now. And also because your boy's vaccinated, that's the only reason that's even on my mind. That kind of thing. But, as well, that means less time-restricted streams and more freeform streams for you guys. So I'm very much looking forward to that. In other news, now that we've talked about the good, we have to talk about the ugly. You guys, through a subathon we did during my model debut, have unlocked the return of my nightmares. I have done this on stream once before, and I hated it. I hate this game with a burning passion. It is a little game called Getting Over It, and it pains me because I cannot get past one section. Good morning, Arca! Hi! Yep, we're doing this again. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But it was a subathon goal, and I'm basically going until I beat the game or I cannot physically bring myself to play any further. That is our goal. I have a hard limit of around 4 hours from now because I do have to get some sleep for tomorrow. But if I don't beat the game within the 4 hours, I'm throwing in the towel. And if I literally cannot play the game anymore because of either frustration or just anything, that's when the stream ends. Or, if we are lucky, we beat the game. Although I do not see that happening this time. I will still be optimistic and have it as a hopefully kind of thing. All right. Are we ready to jump on in? I believe we are. Let's head over here. Once I open this up, yep, there we go. So we're going to continue on our past game, which of course leads us here. I want to move a little bit closer in and down. Shysta. We're starting off all... No, you get back here. Come on. Yeah, we've gotten to here, which is still very early on. We have not been able to progress further. Okay, come on. No, incorrect. Hell starts once again. Yes, it does, Arca. No. You get back here. Beat Jake. No. We're starting off early. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know where I want you. Get back over there. Hell starts once again, and... Buddy. Please, please, game. Come on. Come on. We can do it. Ah! I have to remember, I have to bring it, I can't bring it straight up. I have to bring it like the other way around. So like, no! That was so close. I had that. I had that. No. No. No, you get back on the fucking rock. Simba, I will beat your ass. What the fuck happened there? Simba? Simba, I will turn Pride Rock into your fucking grave. You get back up there. I can't do that. My monitor's shaking too much. Come on. Tenderly. Tenderly on the rock. I hate it here. I hate it here. Come on. On the rock. On the rock. You can do it. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. Come on. Come on, you useless fuck. You better get back on there. Nope. Ah! Thank you, Zero Chief, for the encouragement. Ah! Oh my god, Remy, you did it! For context, I think the past like 3 or 4 streams, Remy has shown up the instant I go to raid. Like, not a second before. Yeah. No, no. No! Hi, Runix. So far, it's just been no, come on, and you can do this, you useless fuck. I think those are the only things I've said about this game. No, no, no. No, 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 we... Are you fucking serious? Get on the fucking rock. Thank you. Now, uppies. Uppies! Give me uppies or give me death. I tried. I tried to play the game. The game has played me, as it does every time. Oh no, I've called him a useless fuck on several occasions. This is not the first time I have called him this. Get up there. No! The lanterns will be the death of me. The lanterns will be the death of me. The lanterns will be the death of me. No. You're gonna get back up this rock. And you're gonna like it, youngster. Mister. Mister! Mm-hmm. Get back up, Pride Rock. It's Pride Month, exactly. For the gays, I have to beat this game. No, we go tenderly down. Okay, and then I aim it, aim it, aim it. Oh, yes! We're back here! This part that I know so much better. Except for that part. I fucking hate it here. No, no. Bennett, have you ever been told by a butler that you can go fuck yourself? Ow! He's like, I mean, not yet. No, 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 no. I just had a panic attack. I just had a panic attack. I just had a panic attack. No. On guard, bitch. No. No. Okay. Basically, this section is probably one of the safer sections. No. Daddy, I want to go to the ball, and I'm gonna get there my own fucking way. No. Stop it. Haven't you seen the chat room site thing at the end? No. I have never beaten this game. I just saved my ass. That just saved my ass. Yay. Yes, danger. Danger is a constant. So I just basically, out of instinct, I keep my hammer out just in case I need to grab something or go back. Because I would much rather do something not risky and, succeed, then do something risky and fuck it all up. No? Okay. Like that. That is the reason why I do it. I've learned there's a safer way getting further. I'm well aware. I'm well aware there is. I can't do it. Yeah, when you get to the end, it says you promise not to stream or post. Yeah, but if you have OBS running, it automatically does not allow you into that chat room. So since I have OBS running, I will not see it. Even if I do, by some miracle, clumsily get my way through this game. Honestly, that was one way to do it. That wasn't the way I thought I was going to do it. No, 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 no. I'm going to seek to the lack of your testicles by the end of this game. I will seek to the lack of your testicles by the end of this. I will hydrate in a second, Remy. We need to at least get back to the lanterns. Sir. I know, Zero Chi. But at least we're back here. My favorite spot of the entire game. No, I get it, Remy. Here's the thing. There's very few times I have gotten legitimately upset at a game. And the thing is, usually, I'm pretty calm. In general, I'm a pretty calm person. So, most of the time when I see, like, calm down or anything like that, even during Doom, I was relatively calm through most of it. The only times I was genuinely upset is times where I felt like the game was fucking me over. Like, if it's my own self, I can kind of just, like, look back and go, okay, well, I'm fucking up. But then there's times where just, like, the game does something, and it's totally bullshit. Those are the only times I get genuinely upset. This game, although it gets me upset, it doesn't cause me, like, rage. No, because it's my fault. I didn't do the mouse correctly. I didn't hit the angle correctly. I didn't do the thing correctly. This game isn't bad. It's just, I hate comparing it. Yeah. That's why I was upset with Doom, is not because of, like, oh my god, this hard. It was because, like, you've given me an impossible enemy at this point in the game. When I was playing on easy at the time. Which, by the way, we're going to have to do that again, and it's going to infuriate me. Okay, I hate the physics of this rock. That is one thing. But that's an intended mechanic. That's intended. To have this rock be a bit slippery. Pinche cabrón. Like, see, this section is solvable. If given time and effort, I can solve it. All right, get some sleep, Chi. Yes, I did, Remy. I sometimes, I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I do this, but sometimes when I'm sometimes when I'm just like upset at myself, I'll curse in other languages that I kind of know curse words to. I can't do Tagalog for obvious reasons. Not too much frustration. I will try. I will try, Chi. Ah, come on. No, no, you stay here. You stay here. No, you son of a bitch. I'm going further down. I'm reverse speed running. Get, sir. Sir, do you mind explaining to me what the fuck you're thinking? No, you get up here. Get up here. Get up the thing. Do the thing. Didn't Dream get like recently? I don't know the full story, so I'm not gonna take a side on this. Didn't Dream recently like get called out for faking speedruns or something like that? I remember hearing something like that. Again, don't know the full story, so I'm not gonna take a side on it. But like, I hope not. That happens a lot. I know. It's recently happened in the Trackmania community. It's an old speedrunning thing apparently, because like some old heads got caught cheating, I believe. Some guy got a like impossible time even on a Taz in a game, in like an old school arcade game. You motherfucker. He's debunked his own speedruns. Well, yeah, you can debunk them all you please, unless you show like irrefutable proof that you've never done it or never downloaded the programs. Like, it's he said, she said in those kind of cases. Well, yeah, of course, it's pretty much your entire career. If you are known for X and all of a sudden people are saying like your X's are fake, like there's no coming back from that shit. Unless you can like irrefutably prove it. So getting a little tilted or heated, I can see it. No. Do the thing I please for you to do. And then we get to the mountaintop. I end the stream. And I am happy because I'll never have to play this again. I will break this fucking thing off. You let me up here. I want uppies, damn it. Can I just break the hammer? No, you come up here. Yep. Come here, Herbert. We're gonna go up the mountain. We're gonna go up the mountain. We're gonna do the thing. Man, I bet with Cerise that you quit in half an hour and play ERPS again. No, okay. So Blue here has a thing. Yes, hi Blue. Half an hour in last time. This game tilted me so hard because I just couldn't wrap my head around it. So like I ended up trying to play ERBS. And right when I tried to do that, it said server maintenance, which meant I couldn't play. Funny enough, today, as I'm about to, like as I was preparing for stream, I get ERBS's Twitter feed on mine. So, read, we have finished server maintenance, and I was almost half tempted to retweet that with, oh, thank God we have an out this time, if I need a break. Yes, yes, has done it. The process has done a fuck. So I do have an out of ERBS if I really, really need to. As of right... Please, just... The one time I want textures to not be accurate. The one time I wanted to just slip right through. And it just doesn't. Okay, I'm on. I'm there. I can feel it. I can touch it. I can see it. I can smell it. I can fuck. I can't do that actually right now. That requires someone else. Pinche cabrón. You're going to let me up this mountain. All right, nice and easy, sweetie. Since you're a tender little shit stain. We're going to go in here nice and easy. Come on. Okay, one more time, sweetie. We're just going to go right here, right there. We're going to launch up. We're going to fuck up. Because you're my little failure. You're my little disappointment. Okay. I'm going to ease back a bit so that we fall a bit. Come on. Now I need to ease back a bit while staying on here. Come on, ease back a bit further, back a bit further. That was my only option. I couldn't disengage. Ugh. That one little, like, break is such a pain because if you fail and you, like, wedge yourself, you have to give up. Because if you don't, then the game just doesn't allow you to. The game basically says you either full retract and drop, or you're not going to catch it on the way down. So like here. That was luck. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. See? See, all you have to do is talk tender to him. He's a tender little bean, and he wants to be treated nicely. So if you just treat him if you get the angle right and treat him nice, he's a little baba. Boo up, boop it up, da doo up, doo it up, doo up, doo it up, doo. Oh, yes. We're back, baby. We're back to the stupid fucking fridge. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so let's just go for nope, the wild swing method did not work either. Controlled swing? So close. That is more motivation than you can ever realize. If I get to bash Stan's skull in, this will be the happiest day of my life. Okay, I will say this. So I almost completely forgot E3 was a thing happening this weekend. I don't usually pay attention to these kind of things because usually I have friends who watch the festivals and like give me a general gist of shit they know I'd be interested in. So weird, wacky games, you know, funny shit from indie devs, they'll send my way. Everything else, I'll basically find out through like journos. Fucking AC. So, Amazon ran their event today, which basically was 3 things I was interested in and 5 things that infuriated me. So basically there was one multiplayer game that looked relatively interesting. There was Elden Ring, which I think everyone's been waiting for a long ass time. And then there was like A game that I was only excited about because it was a clone of another game that I like. Everything else either bored me or infuriated me. True. By the way, I announced this on Twitter, but I haven't announced it here. Next Tuesday at 9 a.m. is going to be when the Direct is. And the Nintendo Treehouse afterwards, but I'm not sure if I'm going to stream that portion or no. If I had fallen down, I would have cried. If I had fallen down, I would have cried. Yeah. But during that presentation, there was a Sonic Orchestra, I believe, that performed. And guess what fucking Sonic Gen they chose? They chose Unleashed. If you were here during the bad fanfic reading, you will know the era that our boy Stan the Man from the fanfic is from is the Unleashed era. So everyone in chat who knew about that was just like, oh god damn it, the memories are coming back. And I just reveled in it. I'm just like, yes, Stan has returned. Our king, our champion has returned. And everyone's like, no, he has not. So I joked, if they because I think Sonic Colors, I believe, is getting a revamp. That was all so close to being painful. If Sonic Unleash gets announced, I'm almost obligated to play it. Because that game and my stream have become synonymous. Fuck you. That should have worked. Have become synonymous with each other. No. Why'd it become Squidward? What the fuck? Now. Okay. 1, 2, yes! Chat, this is the furthest we've gone! Okay, if I remember correctly, I have to get off this and then, like, put the hammer out. So, I was so close. If I had not hit that structure. No, what are we doing? Game, calm down. There we are. Okay. Whew. My game just flipped the fuck out. Oh, no. Why are we doing this and what are we doing? Thing is, I always see speedrunners playing this game and they're just like moving their mouses in ways that like are just insane to me. And then there's me who can just barely like function. Don't you just hate it when you make cereal or however the fuck you spell it and you have to go to the bathroom and then when you come out, soggy and sunk to the bottom of the water and you're just... Water? Speedrunners aren't people. I mean, not wrong. Not wrong at all. Speedrunners have moved past such human needs as logic or understanding. No, I did not jump off the slide. I did not push off the slide. Okay, I will admit, I don't think I've had milk with cereal in years. At the same time, if there is any liquid I'd want it with, it'd probably be milk. Speedrunners be watching E3 like, yeah, I'm gonna break that. BJ Cabron! No, I'm usually the type who eats their cereal like dry. I mean, probably a lot of speedrunners get inspiration for speed games because they like see something or they know the dev and they're like, okay, this will probably make for a very fun speed game. BJ Cabron! I want to put Meta 4 fingers up your ass. Rob Dubin. Castaways. See, this pipe here is a metaphor for my life, as it is a sewer pipe, and therefore it is shit at the moment. No, no. What is the mouse doing? No. Yes. Fuck you. I'm trying to be all serious here, Blue. God damn it. I can hear James Rolfe saying it in my head. That's the funniest part. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll have Meta 4 fingers up your ass by the end of this game. Okay, that's going to take 4 minutes. We're not going to wait that long. All right, let's... I'm not waiting 4 minutes for a dumb joke. I was going to try to open the RBS, but the game said no. Of course it saved. It is on the channel. Have you not looked, Rudix? It's on the it's on the Discord. I have put it. It is there. Yeah, it's been there for the past like week. I put it on like after stream on Sunday, I believe. No, it's on there. Take a look. There's an entire channel that's just quotes. I've been waiting for you to fill it in, honestly. Nope, no fucking with you. It's on there. Nope, it's on there. Ah. No problem, Runix. What did I miss? I had to close Twitch. It's all good. I made it further than I've ever made it before. I made it all the way up to the boxes. I fell down. I tried to get back up there again. I fell down again. I fell pretty much all the way down to the bottom because of some horrendous luck. Tried to open ERBS as a dumb joke. Failed doing that because I haven't installed the new update. Why are they calling you Stream Daddy, though? It's just a thing Runix does. I haven't approved it. Like, it's just something Runix does. How dare you? Please. Please. No. We were here. We were... Sir? Sir? Get on the fucking rock! Alright, have fun with that, Remy. I hate it here. This is literally the worst section of the game, if you ask me, by far. Like, the boxes, it's honestly timing. This portion causes me pain for... No, fuck! I had that. I had that. It was over the thing. I kept it there. You fucking idiot. You get back on this rock. And you're gonna like it, goddammit. Your father was a rock boy. Your mother was a rock girl. You will live in your family's legacy. I'm having fun that everyone's here. At the same time. Yeah, it's right at the beginning, too, which is the worst part. Because the thing is, if you do this, you think, oh, I just disengage and I come back. No, there's actually a secret little thing under you that makes that nigh impossible. So even if I do that, like, look, I think, move it out, come in fast. Now I'm just stuck at a different angle and I'm forced to fall. And even though I'm right above the thing, no matter what I do or try, I can't recatch that in the time. I don't know if this would be easier or harder with controller, but I'm half tempted to go find out. Finally. There we go. Go for it. Spam it. I want like people to just contribute funny moments. I might even make like a randomizer like Clipbot where I can just insert them in and have random quotes from the streams. Yeah, honestly, I want to read through them because there are times where I'm just spouting off on bullshit that I forget about. And like, I love getting the reminders of the silly shit I have said on stream. Also, some of the historical facts just have things where I say things and they're fucking unbelievable. Welcome back, Remy. How was the trolling? Nice. Snack time. Nope. I didn't like that. I did not like that. Lily said, "Do you ever just stick your D in a waffle, waited until they responded and left?" Have you ever had a morning where you just want to stick your dick in a waffle iron? That was this morning for me. No. We come back here. Well, I didn't. Oh! Ooh. Please. Please, game, I beg you. Please, game. Why you no let me shoot? Like best game, DMC2. I was so close to actually getting that. No, 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 you. Man, if only that actually worked. Wouldn't that be great if that actually worked? If I could just, like, yeet myself? No, I haven't gotten an email from Twitch yet about bird pain. The Arcade Fire? Why are we having Arcade Fire quotes? No, Twitch hasn't contacted me about it. Basically, I think I took all the right steps to not actually face any repercussions from it. Okay, I am glad this part is muted. Okay, so here's the thing. I might keep this stream muted. I know there's no game audio at the moment. And it's because the last time I played this game, I got a copyright strike. So there's a song playing right now that last time I played this game earned me a nice fat demonetized on my YouTube. So I'm not risking it. I'll just commentary over it. I don't care. Because I don't know when I fall what I'm going to get. Yeah, I know. You guys don't hear it. I hear it. I have desktop audio muted. I'm well aware. You guys cannot hear it because that's intentional. Yeah, I have it muted at the moment. Because those songs have gotten me copyright striked. And Twitch is being a lot, you know, less forgiving about that kind of shit. It's getting closer and closer to YouTube, so I don't want to risk it. Actually, there shouldn't be one for a while. I think I can do it now. If I hear music, though, I am quickly hitting the deafen button.
Can I not save one from the pit of
I've said it quite a few times, Runix.
or seem but a dream within a dream.
Are we talking about like Memento Mori or some kind of shit? Oh yeah, it is Edgar Allan Poe. He would talk about Memento Mori. What the fuck was that? Hello, physics? What are we doing? Hmm? First off, what was that angle? Second off, what? I saw it on an update video. Do you know that this handheld console... Oh, yeah. The Playdate. Yes, I know about that. I... I know about the Playdate. In fact, have I purchased one yet? I don't know if I've purchased one yet or not. But I might be getting one of those. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to be able to stream it. I might have to just like hand cam it. Wait, what the fuck? Why does it have a crank? Oh, the crank is an input device. So it doesn't like charge the batteries. It's not like those like old school like crank charge things where you have to like crank the shit out of it and then you get like an hour of battery charge. Okay. How fun, Remy. How fun. But yes, I have heard of the Playdate and I may or may not have one coming in. Because I very much like the concept. It's very simplistic. So it allows for a lot more game devs who have creative ideas to let their ideas out. And also just the crank as a mechanic is pretty interesting to me. Yeah. I quite like it as a concept. And I also just want to reward creativity. Pretty much most of the major consoles nowadays are the same fucking thing. Most of the major PCs, same thing. There used to be a lot of like diversity and creativity in this kind of field. Oh. Wait, if you stream it, my hand's been on the channel, on my Twitter at least, a couple times. And if it's not going to be the Playdate, it's probably going to be the Gundam building stream I've been planning for the longest fucking time. That's going to reveal my hands on the channel. I've thought of doing either Lego or Gundam building for the longest time. Yes, I have built several Gunpla and I want to do it on stream. Do it gladly. I want to figure out how. I have something coming in that might assist with that. but I might need a second webcam. I just bought a mount for my desk because your boy at the moment is how do I explain this? My current setup for my webcam is that it is attached to my monitor via tape because that is the only way it will stay on my monitor. I'm not planning on doing a death I'm not planning on doing like a Death Star because that's gonna take way too damn long. That's probably gonna have to be like a multi-part. But I thought of doing like something within the same realm, like the Harry Potter castle or just a big one. Runix, you deserve some hellfire. It is a camera mount, so that my setup's a little scuff and I don't have I don't have painter's tape on the back of my monitor. Because I bought a basic webcam like at the beginning of the pandemic because I needed them for Zoom calls.
Can I see another's woe and not be in sorrow too?
You
Can I
know.
see another's grief and not seek for kind relief? William Blake.
My wording was fine. Okay, while I talk this, I'm going to take this very slowly. The basic gist of it is I've been wanting to do these streams for the longest time, but of course, there's a reason I'm a virtual Butler boy. I don't want to show my face. So with the camera mount, I can probably just mount it to like the front of my desk in front of me and have it pointed down at my desk and do the Gundam stream that way. PJ Cabron. You're going back to Brazil. No, I don't want to. I understand people who do want their face to still be part of their content as a V streamer or VTuber. I'm just not one of them. What happened? I should have been like, no, we're not falling off. Honestly, some of the mouse inputs in this confuse me a bit. Sir, where did your arm strength go? Yeah, I don't care if other people do it. It's just not something I want to do. Personally. What the fuck was that, Sal? I don't know. I think that was just anger noises. Yeah, the devil came out for fuck. I think it was a mix of like panic and anger. What are the mouse inputs doing? Are you guys seeing this as like I'm seeing it? Because like there are times where I do a simple action and the mouse just goes nuts.
You're back here again.
You fucking piece of shit.
Scraping, then flapping and snagging.
I'm not one hell of a butler, Runix. What happened there? Excuse me. Game? Game? I could be, I just don't want to. Nah. Piche cabrón! You're going to let me up this thing. Yes, this is what I want to be doing. This was a trick demonstration. You guys have been fooled all along. You thought this was Sally, you know, fucking up. No, this is a glitches compilation. I'm submitting this to AGDQ. Fuck you. No.
In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Lewis Carroll.
Guys, look at where I am. I'm at the beginning. Where did his arm strength go? Hi, honey. I'm home. Did you miss me? I didn't miss you. No. Welcome to the internet. It'll make you cry. I am gonna fucking yeet this game out in the sky. Is it... Is it in? Oh my goodness. Apparently, like, someone actually did the science on this. The shortest sentence in the English language is go. With a period. I don't mind bad jokes, honestly. I think it's chat who minds bad jokes far more than I do. I love when his arm strength just decides to fucking disappear. Pretty sure Bennett Foddy is like a Scooby-Doo monster, and then you rip his mask from his head and Stan are the other way around. Man, it was Stan all along! You motherfucker! Have you guys been getting the TikToks of that one guy who, like, cusses as Shaggy? Honestly, I think that's the most accurate version of the character of Shaggy I've ever seen. Because I can just imagine, he's just like a stoner dude who doesn't want to deal with this bullshit. But Fred like, ropes him in. Fred's like, look, we'll go to the pier, we'll get some snacks. And he's like, well, shit, man, that's all I ever fucking wanted in life. And then it's like, well, we're actually at the old, like, amusement park. Because there's a haunting here. And then Shaggy's just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I came here to get high and fucking eat donuts. I didn't come here to deal with your fucking paranormal shit. Man, fuck you. Fred may say fuck, but I say fuck this. Also, that's just the wonder of like learning how to voice act a character, is you can make that character say whatever you please. Like, I can just have Paimon call people things, and it's the greatest. Yes. I believe this is an 18 plus stream. Yeah. You could just be like, hey, hero. Maybe you can, sleep for once in a fucking while? Go for it. Oh, no! And this is one of those moments where we have to press the deafen button. Oh my god. Blue, you know I have found this site. There was a site that was called, like, Let Obama Say or something like that. And the whole point of the site was just to, like, type in a phrase and have Obama say it. We're back here. We're back here. Yeah, so once I found out that I could have Obama, say anything I want, I immediately had him fuck. I did not have Obama fuck. That would have been funny, but I did not make Obama fuck. I basically put in the site, like, subscribe to Salivore on Twitch and Twitter, or I will steal your fucking left shoe. All right, I have one for chat. What's the difference between a good night and a good day at a sports game? Nothing. They usually end with a comeback story. All right. I'll try to respond to yours with ones I know. What comes after 69 mouthwash? Okay, I've got one. A man and his buddy are out hunting. The buddy goes, hey, man, I got a good view of your house from here. Yo, your old lady's cheating on you. Your girl's cheating with you. And he's like, you know what? I've had enough of this shit. Shoot him in the balls, shoot her in the head. And he goes, well, shit, I can get that in one shot. The stream buffered. No! Yep. Fuck it, I'm gonna work a construction job. You want to hire me, foreman? Okay, good. Okay, good, Remy. I'm glad you heard it. Okay, let's lower down into the... Nailed it. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. What does Pinocchio's lover say to him? Lie to me, lie to me. Oh no, Chad, I came up with the bad one. I'm not gonna say it now. Oh no. Ira, thank you for the raid. I'm not gonna say the joke I was gonna make now. It would have been too bad. Hi, Ira. How are you? I'm gonna gently lower down so that I don't like do anything stupid. Hold on, let me shout you out real quick. How was your stream? How did it go? No, give it a minute. Oh, P5 Strikers. You've been trying to beat that recently, haven't you? How far along are you? We stabbed a machine god in the heart. Hell yeah, as every Persona game should be. I am currently playing Getting Over It and have lost my mind so much that I've started making dirty jokes with chat. And I can't, knowing you, I can't tell if you'd appreciate hearing the dirty joke I'm about to say or you would hate the dirty joke I'm about to say. Even they want to hear it. Oh no. Fine, fuck it. I'll do it. Okay. So, Aladdin is hanging out in Agrabah. And he's kind of complaining to his best friend. He goes, you know what, dude? I got this genie. And I think I got a bad deal on it. And he's like, what do you mean? And he goes, okay. So, the thing is, I, rub the lamp. Genie says, you rub it, and then you get 3 wishes. And he goes, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And Aladdin went, well, so I rubbed it. He started making demands out of me. What the hell's wrong with that? And his buddy just got the widest look on his face. Take that as you will. How the fuck did I get a follow off of that? Hello, real Jotaro Kujo. Thank you so much for the follow. Thanks, I hate it. I deserve that. I don't even know what happened. Sing. Oh. Okay, it's still muted. Good. I've already said this to chat, but I'll say it again. Don't ask Jotaro. I just told a bad joke. I'm not repeating it. What I was saying to chat earlier is anytime there's music in this game, I'm gonna mute. because the music last time I played this actually got my VOD muted on Twitch and got me a copyright strike on YouTube. Because apparently one of the songs they use is copyrighted. It wasn't a claim, it was just a strike. But I don't like having too many copyright strikes on my channel, because that fucks with the algorithm. So if you have a ton of strikes, what happens is that... Oh no, it was a claim. It was a claim, not a strike, sorry. Yeah. My apologies. Basically, I don't like having too many claims on the channel, because what happens when you have a claim or have like a lot of claims and you don't do anything about them, like you don't try and claim you own rights, it shadow bans that video in the YouTube algorithm, so it performs worse. But if you have way too many of them, I cannot do this section to save my fucking life. If you have too many of them, it just it just hides your videos. Because YouTube's mind is basically, oh, this guy's just getting copyright claim after copyright claim. So he must make content that... Am I stuck? Am I like soft locked? Oh. So close. Yeah, I know that part. I just... The termage is so dumb. A strike and a claim are the same damn thing in everything except legalese. Yeah, well, that one's kind of just hard to avoid. Pinche cabrón. Oh, I just didn't see it. Plays on... Oh my god, is that from the Smosh video? Honestly, I've been getting recommended the Smosh Try Not to Laugh videos, and I have to say, I quite enjoy them. Because they just have weirdly historical jokes in some of them for some reason, and they're just funny to me. Like, there's one where, like, fuck.
When it began, or if there were a day when it was not. It has no future but itself.
Yeah.
Its infinite realms.
There was one where they, like, made fun of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and I died laughing. I did an entire report on him, and basically... his dumb luck that day. Does anyone in chat know the true story of, like, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand? It's hysterical. Basically, Archduke Franz Ferdinand had about 4 chances to still be alive today and have never started World War I. World War I would not have happened if Archduke Franz Ferdinand had lived. But, basically... Archduke goes out on parade. The Black Hand, who is a group of Serbian nationalists, decide Archduke Franz Ferdinand needs to die so that Serbia may be free. They came to this decision suddenly, which is how all best decisions are made. So with little planning, little forethought, little, like, idea, they basically just hit a random spot in the parade route. And they're like, well, he's going to be here. We know he's going to be here. If we shoot him, we can possibly escape in the crowd. That was their entire thought process. No, actually, they were intending to get Archduke Franz Ferdinand or his father. But his father wasn't there. So basically, Archduke gets shot at. And I believe one of the people who was accompanying him got hit. Not Archduke, but another person. So they wanted to go to the hospital. So they divert the route. Black Hand, thinking that all is lost and that nothing can be done, go to a local sandwich shop and just basically mope about how their plan failed. Then, guess who fucking shows up on the way to the hospital and needs to stop for a minute because of some car trouble? Archduke Franz Ferdinand. in front of the sandwich shop. So the Black Hands are like, well, fate has decided this man is going to die. So who are we to say no? And basically popped a cap at him. And then hid in a nearby river where they were captured. And this started pretty much the entire World War saga of the 1900s. So yeah, Archduke Franz Ferdinand had about 4 opportunities to be alive this day if he had A, not gone to Serbia, B, changed the parade route even slightly at the last minute, C, not had car trouble in front of the sandwich shop, and D, not left himself in a vulnerable place after an assassination attempt. Or even driven to the hospital. Just drive. Anywhere. That's not on a route that anyone would be at. No, the man didn't even want a sandwich. It was a different time, I know. At the same time, like, assassinations were not uncommon. He had to have known there was a risk of going anywhere except a safe area. At any time for any reason. Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt did get shot mid-speech and continued the speech.
Oft expectation fails.
Yay.
Most oft where most it promises. And oft it hits where hope is coldest and despair most sits.
Yep, Teddy Roosevelt was about to give a speech. I think it was pretty early on in his... No, okay, was it before or after the Bull Moose Party, which is an entirely different story on its own? Yeah, pretty much. He was the OG oh no anyway. And the thing is, the badass motherfucker only lived because his speech was in his pocket. So, to flex on the man who just tried to kill him, he read the speech off the bullet-ridden paper and let the bullet drop down onto the podium. Yes, he did start the Bull Moose Party, and it was basically because Teddy Roosevelt thought, if my name's attached to it, people will elect me. He was pretty damn close to being right. Teddy Roosevelt was almost the only third-party president to ever exist. Even though he was a president in the, like, Democratic Party, I believe? Yeah, Teddy a G. He also came up with the American Big Stick policy, which is basically speak softly and carry a big stick. Basically, less diplomacy, more weaponry. Basically, we don't need to constantly be negotiating with our enemies if we have a giant stockpile of arms. Pretty much, he did. He basically, he didn't even react to it at the time. His team was like, yo, dude, you just got shot at. Do you want to, like, go to a hospital? And Teddy Roosevelt basically said the equivalent of, I'm not bleeding, I'm not dying, I'm doing this speech. We did a little bit of Raging Bandit, although we're kind of just stuck here now. Which is not bad, at least it's not the beginning I'm stuck at, and at least it's not the section that pains me. So I'm kind of okay being here. Yeah. Honestly, understandable, even, why fucking countries hated us back then. Because we would much rather show off our shiny ships than, you know, talk shit out. But it led to a lot of important shit happening. The best case I can give, Spanish-American War. It's basically Spain versus America. America had wanted a couple Spanish territories for the longest damn time because of that whole Manifest Destiny, sea to signing sea bullshit. So, America wanted basically, I believe it was Puerto Rico and Cuba to become emancipated. With the thought process being, if they are away from Spain, they're a lot more willing to talk to us and give us some good, like, deals on imports and stuff like that. And hell, maybe even become states and pay taxes straight to the United States. So, America did a thing where they, in front of, I believe it was Cuba, they had a white ship peace parade. Now, if you know anything about warships, no matter what color they're painted, they have giant, giant guns on them. I'm talking massive guns on them, 20 millimeter cannons at this time, probably. So, they're parading these ships around in this supposed peace ceremony, but I bet every Spanish military official at the time was just going, Jesus Christ, that's a giant cannon, and it's pointed straight at Cuba. Not that, yeah. But they were big, big guns. Pretty much. America used intimidation, and it was super effective. Also, the funniest thing is that this policy has extended to the world wars. America was not involved in the world wars from the get. In fact, when Britain declared war, even though we were allies with Britain, we wanted to stay neutral because we didn't have a reason to go in. So we came up with a reason to go in because an American passenger was on a ship that was accidentally sunk by the Germans. By German U-boats. That is the reason we entered World War I. The reason we entered World War II is because we were trading with pretty much the entirety of the Allied nations before Pearl Harbor. And because we were being a vital trade, service, Japan attacked us. Thinking, if we cut off the trade supply in the Pacific, we have a chance of winning the Pacific. Yeah, we also did cut Japan's oil, which was kind of a dick move. So basically, Japan spitted at our fleet and said, I hope this wipes out the entire fleet. It didn't. There were some that were docked a little bit further away, and there were some that were already out at sea. So, it didn't really stop the United States all that much. It put a big fucking dent in them and took out many an important ship. Fuck. Yeah, pretty much. 38 special for Teddy Roosevelt. He just shrugged it off. Yeah, so basically in each of the world wars, the United States was not a participant until there was an excuse given for the United States to participate. Well, not an official participant in any way. U.S. history! I think America got off lucky at Pearl Harbor. Oh, definitely. Because Pearl Harbor was basically where the entire Pacific Fleet was. Japan had that on the head. The entire Pacific Fleet docks at Pearl Harbor. Well, not anymore, obviously, but back then they did. And it was a great time to attack. It was morning. Nobody was at muster stations. Nobody was in positions. Everyone was at breakfast. Literally everything went right for Japan in that attack, except for two things. The main ship they wanted to target was not in the port. It was away from the port. And this was America's excuse to get involved. America would not have gotten involved. They would have just been trade partners with basically the entire Allied nations. If it weren't for Pearl Harbor. So America would have been a participant in the war. They would not have been an active party. Although knowing America, they would have found another fucking excuse. Let's be honest here. A trade ship that was like painted as a passenger ship would have gotten sunk. And they would have said there were American lives on there and gotten involved. Let's be honest with ourselves. If Pearl Harbor did not happen, America would have still been in World War II. It just might have been later. Yeah, we also trade. Well, yes and no. We did not technically send soldiers because that would have been a declaration of war. We did. Yeah, a few American forces did join British as mercenaries, but they were not officially sanctioned by the armies and therefore allowed. Since they were part of separate military groups, they were technically allowed because it was not considered a declaration of war by America. America, we are going to be peaceful and trade with countries. Japan bombs Pearl Harbor. America, you killed some of me, but did you kill all of me? Yeah, pretty much, Remy, is like... And the thing is, America doesn't like to talk about this or doesn't like to call it this. America's a fucking good propaganda maker. Like, if they want to do something, they can do a pretty damn good job of convincing the public to do it. I don't think most politicians here would call it propaganda or want it to be called propaganda. It's 100% fucking propaganda. If you've seen old films about Pearl Harbor, like, yeah, they really can. If you've seen old war films about Pearl Harbor, it is insane how the rhetoric would have worked incredibly well, even in this day and age. Because if you had heard some of the stuff they said in these old war films, like, it's insane. It really is. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say stupid. Because here's the thing. The general public only knows the story that's told until a new story is told. It's a whole concept in history that we're dealing with now called agency. And it's a huge buzzword in the historical community and a huge topic in the historical community of the concept of agency. What agency means is basically the ability for those in power to write history. So it's the reason why in elementary school we're taught history a certain way, and why in middle school it's taught a certain way, and why in high school it's taught a different way, and why you learn the truth in university. So yeah. Oh yeah, don't get me started on internment camps or even how FDR technically could have saved more people, but the American public at the time wouldn't have accepted it. Yeah, that's a whole different topic for a different time and day. Oh my God. Well, okay, here's the thing. It's also intelligence bias. Because I'll say this. When you're in a position of knowledge, you see people without that knowledge as lacking instead of unknowledgeable. Because if you know how to work something, or you know how something works, let's say you know the limitations of a cash register. You know what it can do, you know what it can't do. A customer might make a request of you that you know damn well is not possible in the machine, and you might think, oh my God, that guy's a dumbass. What you're actually unknowing of is that he has no concept of what the machine can or can't do. It is someone else's job to inform them, machine can't do this. Yeah, a person is smart, people are dumb, is also true. Also, just group mentality or group panic is a widely discussed thing in history, especially when you look at like historical disasters. Groupthink and group panic has caused some of the worst disasters to happen. One thing I can think of is there's this theater in, I'd like to say New York, where there was a magic show happening. A ton of like unsupervised children and their like older brothers or siblings are there, because this was in the Victorian era where parents didn't really give a shit what their kids did, as long as they showed up at the end of the day. The theater catches fire. It's not a humongous fire. It's not the worst fire ever, but it's one worthy of evacuation. So the call is made by the theater to evacuate. What ended up happening, because of not only bad design, but group panic and think, is that one of the largest crushing events happened, where basically people were piling into the door and just basically crushing each other under their own weight. Bennett, you could have not had better timing if you tried. Fucking hell, Bennett. I'm gonna undeafen that real quick. Shit, I wish that could have been heard. Oh my god. Ignorance is lack of knowledge. Stupidity is both lack of knowledge and active aversion to it. Okay, yes. Basically, there's a difference between lacking in knowledge and aversion to knowledge. Lacking of knowledge means I don't know this thing yet, but I can learn it. Aversion to knowledge is I know this thing might have different takes, but I'm not going to hear any of them out because it doesn't benefit me or my point. You can see a big difference in lack and aversion of knowledge in like Congress. If you are a boring piece of shit like me who's just fallen down, yeah, you can see there are some people who actively don't want knowledge, because if they hear that knowledge, then they're required to acknowledge it. See the word usage there. But basically, if you don't know something and you refuse to learn it, then you don't have to like admit that you know it. And sometimes that can be better in a political case than actively knowing it. So some politicians and other people will actively not learn something because it's like antithetic or like not useful to their point to know the thing. Yeah, it's hard with like, hold on, let me allow that. Yeah, it is. And the thing is, there are people who actively want to not know things. So it's hard sometimes when you're trying to explain a concept to them or an idea to them, and they're like, I don't want to know. Because it's like, what do you mean you don't want to know? It's important because it's important to you, but to them, it's going to completely change their entire ideology and way of life. So people naturally like feeling right. They like feeling like they're in the correct place. They're in the correct sphere. That what they believe is the correct version of events and what other people believe are incorrect. It's a natural want. So, if you come along and say, actually, you're the one in the wrong and here's reasons why, most people who aren't trained to like counter it logically or have good counterpoints will just go, I don't care, or what does this matter? Instead of actually coming up with good, solid evidence. Because it's so much easier to just be right than it is to than it is to be told you're wrong. Again, one of the fun things with learning history is you also learn sociology. I'd rather be told I'm wrong. I know, I'm kind of the same way. I'd rather be told I'm wrong or I misunderstand something than believe in something with my entire heart and be completely wrong about it. But that's just my personality. A lot of people don't have that same personality where they're okay with being told that they're wrong, where they're okay with being told with that, like, something they believe in or something they often say is incorrect. I don't like to be wrong or feel stupid, but I also like to know why they think that. Okay. That's a bit better way to put it, Bandit, I think. is no one likes feeling like they're wrong. I was on FaceTime with my girlfriend and she said, I'm with my parents, don't say anything stupid. So I'm like, okay, well, hang up. I'm not thinking about it. Okay, I love you, my little... What the fuck? You are now a member of the cult of PogChamp. All pray to the holy lizard. May we spam our effigy in chat.
The mountain seems no more a soulless thing, but rather as a shape of ancient fear. In darkness,
May we spam our deity in the chat room.
Heavens thundering.
Amen.
Crouched, enormous and austere. Before his feet, the mighty waters mourn. George Sterling.
Is she at least still the PogChamp Runix? Praise be to the Pog of Champ. Amen. May our Lord and Savior save us from Monka S and the Keck W's. Oh, I am so glad I muted the desktop audio. I have to think of a good punishment stream for when I eventually set arbitrary goals, which is the most painful experience of this game, Junking or Doom Eternal with a controller. It depends. I would say, honestly, Jump King looks harder than this. Because while this is really about, like, precise mouse movements, so are a lot of games. So it's not like... It's out of the, I'd call, like, Rage Game trilogy of this, Jump King and Pogo King. I'd say it goes from top to bottom, Pogo King, Jump King, this. This is the easier of the three Rage games. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to play it soon, Bandit. That was another goal. And chat got so close that I basically just said, screw it, you earned it. Because during the subathon... See, I might be biased because of everything that I've gone through. I might that stream, Bandit. I might be biased, Ira, because of my past, but Doom Eternal on a controller would probably be in easy mode for me. Because when I was playing my first FPS games, I wasn't playing them on computer. I was playing them on controller. Shysta. There was no way out of that. So if you're more of a mouse and keyboard player and that's what you know, then doing controller might be harder for you. But for me, that would actually be an easier mode. I can see it. I'm more of the kind of person who can switch between them. I'm still much more used to having a controller because I've told the story before, but basically the PC I'm streaming on right now is the first true gaming PC I've ever had. Before this, I had business laptops that I borrowed from like Master and other members of the mansion through either work or like Master was getting rid of an old laptop, so I took it. So this PC that I'm streaming off of now was built in the summer of 2020 and was like the first actual gaming capable PC I had. Before like the old fucking, according to Master at least, I had like Windows XP machines that could run games. But after that, it was all like business laptops. Both. I am a butler. Master is a person. Master is my father. Basically, quick lore rundown. I showed up in the mansion 10 years ago under mysterious circumstances. The last true memory I had of my last life was basically me being stabbed while I was stabbing somebody else. And then I wake up as a 15-year-old in the mansion with no clue where the fuck I was or who the fuck I was. Master basically felt the closest to a father figure that I had, and basically had memories of my childhood. So he's my father for all intents and purposes. Yeah. So Master is my dad, and I lived in the mansion for basically my entire life, but I didn't become a butler until about 6 years ago after a job situation where basically I begged Master, like, look, I really want a career where I don't want to worry. And he said, okay, I'll give you a low stress part of the mansion. And basically he was going to give me all these things to basically like coddle me. And I'm like, no. If I'm going to be staff, treat me like staff. And basically the staff here doesn't really know it, but the conditions subtly approved or improved after I got in there, because basically the whole staff was like, well, shit, we have to make things to the standards of the fucking master's son so that we don't get in trouble with him. Beat you going on. If you're comfortable answering this, what's your job IRL? This. At the moment. Still looking. My TLDR lore is that I burned down a building and she forced me to be her husband in exchange for not turning me in for decommissioning. Oh my goodness. Well, thankfully she's nice on that then. Now. Yeah, basically, the best way I can put it IRL is I'm between jobs at the moment. Yeah, I just finished schooling. I graduated from college 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So I'm in the like transition period between those two. Cause usually Master does not like it when I have a job during school, because he wants me to focus on school, which is fair and understandable. I hate sometimes how the mouse goes in this game. Yeah, I'm hoping that's not what happens. So far, I have a degree where I have a lot of options for what to do. I just have to decide what it is I want to do. So basically, I've been throwing like fish hooks into several different industries that I think would be good fits for me. I mean, that's cool too. It's honestly, with this shit, it's to each their own. I wanted lore. I wanted story. I wanted all that shit. But if you don't, fucking vibe. It's your stream. Oh, because you're not a VTuber. Okay. That's also fair. I'd say it's fun for me, but it might not be for everyone. I honestly started this with the thought of like basically, I think everyone, when they start streaming, thinks it's basically just like, oh, you kind of just, press go, you end the stream, and then you go on with life. Friedrich Nietzsche, I had to write an essay on him. Ugh. He was a weirdo. I mean, fair. How did you get views? Because I averaged 0 viewers. Okay. The way I got views is I networked with people. Basically, I got a really damn good friend group who found me entertaining. And I became friends with them. We would boost each other's streams. We would tell people about each other's streams. We would stream with each other. Basically, we just like... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bandit. Also, yeah. Through this journey, I have found the entertaining side of myself. So that is also part of it. I've become less of a shy bean, I would say. Honestly, that's probably for the best there, buddy. So basically just... I'd also say in this modern day and age, just streaming is not a viable strategy. You kind of have to be. You have to be willing to socially make risks. You have to be really willing to like put yourself out there as well. Because if you're just shy and you stick to yourself and you don't talk to anyone else, even people with like similar themes or ideas to you, like you kind of just get stuck. If you just stream, if you don't do social media, if you don't do all the other extracurriculars, you're not going to find a foothold. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, Twitch does not promote. It is not in Twitch's best interest to promote your stream. Because their thought process is, well, fuck it. We can just, advertise Tim the Tap Man or any other big streamer. That was just a name I come up with. That's not like an example. But like we can do an ad for a big streamer or do a big event with a big streamer and their base, and we can profit off that. Because even partners, that was really close. Even partners who have a negotiated rate are paying up to like 30% to Twitch every sub. So that's a shit ton of money that's coming into them. Far more than my stream will ever give them, even if I hit like the heights that I want to. Yeah, let's mute that. Oh wait, that's the opposite of muting that. I have people who don't bother promoting me because they don't promote anyone. That's also a thing where people don't promote anyone, and that's fine. You could still be friends with those people. Not everyone is a fucking promo opportunity. And that's fine. I don't expect all my friends to constantly talk about me. I don't expect anytime I go into a stream, people to be like, oh my God, it's Sally. Go see Sally. I don't need that. And in fact, it kind of puts me in a weird position because I don't like promoting in other people's streams. I basically will announce if I show up, do funny memes in the chat, and then leave. I don't even say if I'm like leaving for streaming because I feel like an asshole doing it. So like if I have to leave a stream because I'm about to start, and even if I know the person well and know they would take it well, I will literally just say, I have to go do something for a bit. I have to get going. Yeah, exactly. Say you leave because something came up. Because it's so much better than saying like, hey, I'm about to start. Come watch me instead of this person. Like, that's how you make enemies with people. That's how you make quick enemies with people. Is if you tell them in their chat that you're about to start streaming. Or if you come in right off the gate and start promoting. That is another thing that will upset streamers to no end. There are a few people who I'm not the greatest friends with because they do that kind of shit. I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say anything because frankly, it's not worth drama. It's not worth it. It's personal. But yeah, there's a few people who I don't really fuck with because they're those kind of people. Fucking, I don't have beef with Ninja. If Ninja showed up in my chat, I think I'd be more confused than anything. It'd be like the Bruce Green situation all again, where I'm like, why the fuck are you people here? Yeah, exactly. I won't announce that, like, the real reason I'm leaving is because I have to stream. I will say any other reason under the sun as to why I have to go. Yeah, no, I don't have beef with Ninja. Dude, could you imagine Ninja coming into a fucking stream and doing that shit? I could not. Because there is some level to this where you're basically like, there are some set rules that are pretty obvious. Yeah. If I leave to go support someone else, I don't ever tell them that's, yeah, exactly, that too. I also don't announce to people when I'm lurking or when I'm like tabbed out. Because usually if I'm not chatting, that's a pretty good indication that I'm either lurking or busy. Gotta go walk my hair. No, but I have said, like, I have to go take my dogs out and then left. So yeah, that's not out of the realm of, like, things I have said. But yeah, basically how I was extremely lucky to find a really good and committed group of friends who were willing to, like, watch streams, chat me out, and, like, let people know about me. So I was very fortunate in that. But basically, my best advice would be do the same thing. Find a group of people who you kind of just vibe with and then, you know, be friends with them. There's a lot of people entering the VTuber sphere every day. Or even streaming, like small streamers. There's a ton of small streamers entering this space daily. And if you guys can work together to promo each other, you're probably going to see a lot better result than if you just stream. You could be literally the best streamer on this platform. If you only stream, if you only do yourself, like you don't involve anyone else, yeah. You're not Ira. Fuck my life. Ah! It's all good, Blue. Get some sleep. Aw, thank you, Runix. Yeah, there's that too. I have it more so that, although I'm thinking about changing it because apparently the things I have in there are wrong, according to Fugi. Yeah, Ira, I do love your streams, man. I have so many people whose streams I want to go into that I'm not in everyone's as often as I'd like to be. So it's like, also Ira, I do have to say, 90% of the time you're streaming, I'm at work. So I can't pop in. Or at least as of recent, I was at work. Yeah. Also, you might, another thing as a streamer, you might see chat be dead sometimes. It's better to not like call them out or not like say, oh, chat. But it's better to just like let chat rest for a bit. Because again, constantly typing, constantly being, you know, present and social might be hard for people. And that's understandable. So just, yeah. By the way, are channel points just for affiliates or could anyone set them up? It is an affiliate only thing. I thought that they were like every streamer had them. Because when I started, all the streamers I watched were affiliates already. So I would see channel points. even for like smaller streamers. So I was like under the thought process of basically like, oh, well, if that's the case, then everyone gets them. No, that's not the case. How do you get affiliate, by the way? So there are a few requirements, if I'm remembering correctly. You need to stream 7 separate days within a month. You need to stream for a certain amount of hours. I believe it's like 20 hours. You need to get up to 50 followers on Twitch. And you need to have an average audience of 3. Which I would say, affiliate, not impossible for the average streamer. It is not impossible for the average streamer if they know kind of what they're doing. Affiliate's pretty easy. Partner? That's a lot fucking harder. I am nowhere near partner. And I probably won't be for a long while. Unless, like, my TikTok blows the fuck up or something. Or, like, I get a viral video on YouTube. I don't know how to check. Easy way to check would be either having your stream stats in the software itself, or what's another way? You can also go to your channel's page and it'll say there. Yeah, partner 75 average viewers over the course of a month, or just be friends with a Twitch admin. I've actually heard a lot, like, especially with Twitch admins, if you're friends with them, a lot of them know that, like, streamers will try and take advantage of their generosity, so they're very cautious of that kind of shit. If you blow up, don't forget me. I don't think I could forget anyone. Literally, Joe Bro Co came in here on Tuesday. And I literally saw his name and went, "Oh, Joe, you're from the Bruce Green thing that happened, and you were like the first person who followed." I literally remembered that tiny detail from a chat that was exploding. Bandit 213208. Unless you're a former partner manager who was pulling rank to try and get dates. Yeah. Well, again, I don't think that that kind of thing happens as often as people might think it does. Just for the sheer reason of it's easily traceable. And also, Twitch has separate admins for partner that, like, go through the data. No, it did. He got called out and fired. Yeah, exactly. He got called out and fired. So if it was such a widespread thing, we'd hear more about it. It'd be happening a lot more often. And a lot of the people who I see getting partnered are usually people who deserve to be partnered. Like, Sens recently got Discord and Twitch partner. And, like, the dude has a thriving community of vibrant people and multiple different streams up in the hundreds. So it's not hard to see why he got partnered. Simrai, I believe is how her name is pronounced. Also, basically, through just sheer hype and an amazing streaming catalog of interesting and unique content, she's pretty much already able to apply for partners. She said herself, though, I'm not going to do it quite yet because I'm still very new. I believe Artemis was saying that she technically applies for Twitch partnership and could easily get it. She just hasn't. I stream on Xbox and I'm too broke for a capture card, so it's hard for me to make my stream fancy. It's hard. It's not impossible, I'd say. There are things you can do within even like Xbox's streaming capabilities to make your stream better. I'd say plugging in a legit mic is probably one of the best things you can do. Like, if you have a good quality mic for audio, you're probably better than most console streamers. where they're only going off console. Partner streamers basically get more emote slots and that's it. No, they also get invited to partner-only events that happen. They also get a better rev share on their subs. So, insider info. Your local Twitch streamer, every time you sub, gets 50% of that sub. So the $4.99 American, or how much you pay in your currency, I get at most $2.99 of it. Twitch gets $2 of it. So partners can negotiate it to 70-30. So that means basically instead of getting $2.99 per sub, they can be getting $3 per sub. They have to fight tooth and nail for better rates, even if they have several. No, honestly, it's not hard. Fugi was basically saying that if you have a really damn good viewership that's loyal and subbing often, Twitch is more than willing to do it with you. Because honestly, that 20% decrease, if you're bringing in a shit ton of subs to them, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, $2.99 is $3 out of... I know, it's weird. It's basically close to 50% is what affiliates and partners who haven't negotiated get. The reason why Twitch streamers like to talk a lot about Amazon gaming or Amazon Prime is because when we get a Prime sub, we get 100%. So that full $5 you would have given us with a sub, if you do it through a Prime sub, that full amount is coming to us. So if you have a Prime account, link it to your Twitch, please. Streamers really do appreciate it. You too can give your free sub and make a streamer's day. From what I remember Critical saying is that he did negotiate, but it took a long ass time. Yeah, especially if there's a lot of partners coming into the program, it can take a while, but it's fucking worth it. I don't want to blow up. I just want to have like 10. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Runix, where basically, I would much rather have a smaller active community than like blowing up and having a shit ton of viewers, but like all of it happening sudden. Fuck. Yeah, I know not everyone does. It's what, $99.99 a year? So it's not within everyone's wheelhouse. I get it. Yeah, I fear for people who like suddenly blow up, because the thing is, I got a bit of an experience of that last Saturday, where basically my viewership went from 5 people to 69 in a heartbeat. I could not read chat for the life of me. Remy can attest. Remy was telling me about a problem that happened that I really, really should have been fucking dealing with, and I could not see Remy's message. So yeah, I couldn't respond to it because I just couldn't see it through the like chat spam. So if I suddenly like blew up, reading chat would become so much harder for me. Yeah, instead I got bird peen, which I did not want. Yeah. So I can just imagine like a streamer who goes from like a small but like loyal community to all of a sudden blowing up, just being like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening and why? And I've also heard from a lot of creators where that like happened to them, that it makes the whole like imposter syndrome thing you hear about so much worse. I can keep up with a fast chat, so a slow and dead chat makes me feel awful most of the time. Yeah, no. Honestly, I'm of the thing where basically I can just monologue on shit, and if chat wants to respond to it, they can. I'm not saying it's a like, it's just a thing I've learned to do through the streaming process. It's a skill just like every other skill. So I don't mind if a chat is slow or dead. I just try and bring in a topic to where people are like, oh, maybe I want to respond to that. I used to type for hours and keep it going. Yeah. There's also that. There's also just people you meet who will basically like keep your chat active by themselves. For me, I believe Shep is one where he's really damn good at keeping my chat active. Watch the theme song be Montero, because apparently Montero goes with like every fucking anime opening according to TikTok. Of course. And I always say, because some people, like, especially early on, when people wanted to support badly, people would just message me and be like, I miss stream, I'm so sorry. And I would tell them the same thing each and every time. And that life is a thing that happens, and I know not everyone can just put down everything and like be active in my stream. That's life, that's reality. I'm not the kind of deluded person where if like someone's off doing something on someone else's channel, or like if a chat member is in a voice call instead of like in my stream, I don't get angry with that, because you're probably doing something that's important to you at that moment. And I would rather you get that shit done than like come here and it doesn't get done. Are you going to talk about a live stream? I always keep you do too, Runix. I know. I just came up with an example. There's many wonderful people in my chat, believe me. Yeah, honestly, I think after I'm done with East, I think I'm gonna majorly ramp back how many like RPGs I do. No matter how much I love them, the problem with RPGs and me especially is I have so many games I want to do within a week. I can't dedicate like 2 or 3 days to one game. And besides, I have FOMO. I have fear of missing out on a really good or really fun game. So the thought of like totally dedicating an entire schedule or an entire week to one game, which is what an RPG should get, is hard as fuck for me. And then a lot of it, for me especially, because of who I am, is voice acting, which you may or may not know. If you're doing a lot of different voices at a lot of different ranges, it fucks up your voice. Especially for like games where there's not a ton of voice acting within the game, it fucks up your voice. So like Ys 8, for example, is the game I'm playing right now. That's my RPG at the moment. So there's basically characters that are hyper masculine, meaning I have to go very deep down in my lungs to get them. Such as Sahad, the fisherman. I have to basically go to about mid-lung to get to Sahad. And then there's, you know, child characters, which are usually really high up in the vocal range. So if you're asking me where the voice for this comes out of, it's pretty much at the base of my skull. So, like, if you're doing that for a 6-hour period, it can fuck with your voice something heavy. So doing that 2 or 3 times a week is very difficult. Especially because I'm not a professional. I'm an amateur. And constantly shifting all that is not something I'm accustomed to, because I never did this professionally. I did this as a fun side hobby. If I did it professionally, it might be a bit easier, or it might even be harder because I'm used to staying in one range the entire time. I can do that without too much strain, but the problem is that I'm self-conscious of it. That's the other big thing. Yeah, is that you're thinking to yourself, like, how does this sound to the audience? How does this sound to the people who are watching? And you're thinking about that as well. So you're like tweaking and adjusting the voice to try and match it a bit better. Yeah. It can be hard. But only after like the end of a really long session where there's not a lot of voice acting. The biggest thing for me on RPGs is just they're such long form. Like Ys 8, a game I love to death. I love Ys 8. The biggest the biggest problem I'm having with it at the moment is that it's been going on since, I believe, February of this year. As most of you know, it is now June. I have been playing that game for 4 months. People who haven't been here for 4 months have a humongous back catalog they have to go through to get all the relevant information or the memes I'm referencing, because I reference things like enemy bottles, which was something I said back in February. So it's been a long fucking time. Or just do what I do and pull 12-hour streams once a week or twice a week. I mean, it's not that I can't. I have done that. I don't think I can do them consistently, is another bigger part of it. I'm very shy of my voice and how I portray myself. I do like to support others, though, and chat with them, which is why I love Twitch in general. I mean, true, I get where you're coming at there. Cerise or any of the, like, first people I met through this journey will probably tell you I was fucking panicking at my voice reveal. I was nervous at my voice reveal, which was so long ago. That was back in like mid-December of last year is when I did that. I was so terrified that people would basically hear my voice and go, who is this squeaky voiced fuck, and basically ignore me. Because people have an idea of what a butler is in their head, and what I heard from my voice wasn't that. Runix, I have tried to play Fallout 4. Unfortunately, the copy I have at the moment is a Xbox Live premium version of it. And I don't know if it's that or just Fallout 4 itself, but for some reason, Fallout 4 only crashes my PC. I cannot get it to work. Yeah. So when I was like first getting into this, I hated the way my voice sounded because it didn't sound the way I wanted it to. In fact, I had honest thoughts of like basically voice acting for the entire stream and just basically being what I thought chat would want me to be. Then I realized I can barely do voice acting for an entire segment or just an entire recording sesh. It's hard for me to do that. How the fuck am I going to do it for a 4 to 12 hour stream? And I'm lucky I came to that realization because it forced me to get really damn confident about my voice. Yeah. All-time fave game? I don't disagree with you. I do like Fallout 3 a bit more than 4, but I do love Fallout 4. Unfortunately, I can't play 3 on PC at the moment right now, I don't believe. Because I believe the Steam version of 3 has an issue where, like, if you are running multi-core, you can't run the game. So I would love to play that on stream, but not at the moment. New Vegas is the only good modern Fallout. Don't at me. 3 had an amazing story, though. 3 had an amazing story. So I love New Vegas as much as the next guy. I still think 3 is the best Fallout game. I think New Vegas is probably second, with Fallout 4 being like third. All right, have a good one, Runix. Phew. So I would not say 3 stories generic, save the day New Vegas had nuance. I don't disagree with you there. But 3 did give you variants, but you didn't get the true ending. That, I think, is the only flaw of 3. Is that even though 3 gave you variants, it's never the true ending. While Vegas basically said, you have the wasteland to your fucking self. You do whatever you please with it. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. I've been trying not to acknowledge it, because if I acknowledge it, like, it only makes me more upset and angry about it. But fuck, that hurt. I remember playing New Vegas, I guess is what you mean, they're bandit, as a kid. Then the Brotherhood Steel in 3 was supposed to be very different from how the Brotherhood Steel was supposed to act, to the point in New Vegas they regarded the Eastern chapter as a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, I think that was also just some beef that Obsidian had with Bethesda at the time. Is why that whole storyline came to be, of basically the Western chapter or the Eastern chapter being a bunch of fucking weirdos. And also, it's why Fallout left the West Coast at all. If you notice, every game that Obsidian made, which basically is Fallout 1, 2, and New Vegas, all of them are the West Coast. Fallout 1 and 2 are set in the San Francisco Bay Area. Fallout New Vegas is, of course, set in the desert of Las Vegas in California. BlackRock Studios, I thought it was Obsidian, but okay, BlackRock Studio. I might be wrong there. I apologize. And every Bethesda game was on the East Coast. I believe 3 was in Washington, D.C. area. 4 was in, I'd like to say Boston. Yeah, Boston area, because Wrigley Field is one of the locations. And 76 is in bumfuck nowhere, West Virginia. So it's the thing of basically each of the studios who did the Fallout games were very location dependent. So basically when BlackRock Studios gave the rights to Fallout to Bethesda for a shit ton of money. Oh, were 1 and 2 Interplay? I don't remember devs all that often. I apologize. I only remember like a couple of the major ones. Other than that, like, I don't know much. Like, I think the smallest dev I'm pretty sure of is that Chris Sawyer Production did Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2. Okay, whoever did the original games. Basically, they either formed a different studio or like something after they sold the Fallout license to Blizzard. Or not Blizzard, sorry, Bethesda. When they sold the license off, Bethesda basically said, well, we want Fallout on the East Coast. And the original devs were basically like, dude, it's been in San Francisco the last 2 games. Why the fuck are we leaving San Francisco? And they basically said, well, San Francisco's boring now. So we're going to put it in Washington, D.C., nation's capital. Really recognizable place with a lot of recognizable landmarks. Yeah, Obsidian was made of Fallout 1 and 2 guys. Yeah, I think basically after the sale, Interplay like dissolved, and Obsidian was formed from former devs. And basically, Bethesda allowed one more Fallout game to be made by them, and that game was Fallout New Vegas. So, when New Vegas was made, Obsidian wasn't the happiest with the decisions Bethesda took. And the only way they could really get those out is, well, gameplay mechanics such as the Brotherhood of Steel, thinking that the Eastern chapter is full of whack jobs, and, like, setting it back in Vegas. I think the issue wasn't that they made the setting location different, but that, yeah, they also butchered the lore. They really butchered the lore from 1 and 2. There's this channel that does a lot of Fallout lore-related content. If you look at the stories of 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2 are a lot darker and a lot more, like, gritty and real, while Fallout 3 is a lot more like your usual story of hope. But no, like, honestly, Fallout 1 and 2 were not unwilling to talk about the bleak sides of the apocalypse. Fallout 3, on the other hand, was like, no, this is a story of hope. You see these people, they're in a bad situation, but you can get them out of it. You can save these people. That's the difference between 1, 2, and 3. And the basically babification of that also pissed off Obsidian. So when they made New Vegas, they made the shit gritty and real. They made, gambling practitioners who cheated people out of their life savings and didn't have any heart. They had shameless promotion of vault culture as like this wonderful and amazing thing when in all reality it fucking really wasn't. And the people who are running the casino that's formed out of a former vault know it. Yeah, they were based off Wasteland. Wasteland 1 and 2 were also pretty dark. Wasteland 3, from all promo materials I can see, is a wacky woohoo fun time. Yeah. It's also what happens because a lot of the bigger studios aren't thinking about like truly interesting and compelling gameplay. That's why you get the same fucking Assassin's Creed game. That's why you get the same Call of Duty game. That's why you get the same Mass Effect game. When a big studio makes an IP, they're not usually thinking about, rocking the boat. They're not thinking about giving a compelling and interesting story. Their main goal is to have this game likable by as many people as possible, because having it being likable by as many people as possible means sales. It's all good, Bandit, I understand. Then explain why Kojima's gameplay loop for truly compelling story is taking shit from point A to point B in a truck. Because Kojima has lost his fucking mind. That's the only explanation I have for Death Stranding, is Kojima has lost his fucking mind. He's worked for Konami for so fucking long that he has just lost his mental. That is the only explanation I have for Death Stranding, is basically Kojima... Sorry. Let me drink real quick. Sorry, my throat was getting dry. Yeah, it really is. But even like indie games where the story is like creative and compelling and all these amazing things, sometimes the gameplay is kind of boring or menial just to get you to that next story plot. Yeah, the gameplay in Death Stranding looks repetitive. I still want to give it a shot, though. So unlike many other games that I think are boring and repetitive, I'm willing to play it. But yeah, honestly, what I think happened is that Kojima wanted to go a drastically different direction. I saw that. That was the funniest fucking thing I saw of the Amazon game show that they did today. I watched it on Cerise's channel. And I was fucking dying laughing at Death Stranding Director's Cut. I basically joked that it was like the Snyder Cut, where it was basically going to be this huge thing that people were going to think like, oh, this is the true version. And then it's just going to be like, oh, but it's still this. I saw videos where you actually have to walk on a treadmill to walk in game, and that sounded like a very fun way to work out and would totally do that. I mean, honestly, I think the fitness game genre just needs that kick in the ass. Because if you remember back in the Wii days, like they made exercise seem fun as hell to do for the entire family. Like, most of the people in the family did not know what this crazy, wacky motion control thing was. And the ability to do fun family activities from home, like, that's incredible. Wii Sports is one of the best-selling games of all time. Also, like, making the Wii one of the better-selling consoles of all time. Because, to the casual market, that was the most fun way to work out, was basically doing activities that you would do as a family, but you could do them virtually while doing the same motions you already know. So, like, honestly, I want to see more things like that, where basically, like, exercise is made fun. One of my favorite applications that's out now for, like, mobile is an application called Zombies Run. It is made by a small, like, British team. And basically, it's a run tracker. There's 1,000 other run trackers on the market. But what this one does is during the events of your run, fucking hell. During the events of your run, your walk, whatever you're doing, it is tracking your distance. And if you hit a certain distance, you get a storyline. You're getting a storyline while you're doing it. So basically the whole storyline is that you're a runner for a camp. Your goal is to collect materials for them so that for their continued survival. And you can even do like free runs where like there's these two dudes fucking around in a radio tower for no apparent reason other than to just accompany you during the rest of your run. You're not doing anything story-wise of importance, but you're still, like, enjoying your time with some members of the camp and collecting things for your, like, base. And after you're done running, you can add upgrades to your base using the things you collected. You can add homes for new settlers to come in. You can add farms to feed them. You can add more protection for your base. Pretty much. But it's actual IRL, like, running that is causing these things to happen. Fucking hell. I believe it is in the iOS and Google Play app stores. Just search up Zombies Run. ZOMBIESRUN. I use it every time I go out for, like, walks around the neighborhood. It is incredible. I don't care how compelling it is, not going to go for a 3-hour jog in 95. Well, guess what? It also has a step tracking mode. So if you grab like a treadmill or just walk around your house with it, like if you're doing a cleaning day or a chore day, you could just have it on counting your steps. So it won't like go into GPS data and do distance, because I know for like a small distance, it's not that accurate. But you could just do it around the house. What's the difference with the 5K version? I know there's a free version where you can have a subscription like model to basically be able to do multiple missions a day if you do like longer walks. I've not heard of the 5K. Oh, wait. I know what the 5K version is. The 5K version is basically if you run marathons, it'll train you for an entire fucking marathon and give you a story for the marathon. So it'll train you for like a 5K, it'll train you for a 10K, and it'll train you for a full marathon, which is like a 24.2K. Remember when Pokemon Go first came out and everyone used it as a reason to go outside? I still use it as a reason to go outside. What do you mean? I still play it. Because here's the thing, I get why a lot of people dropped off it, but they have added new things since then that make it fucking worth it. In my opinion, they added the things I wanted them to add. Like the ability to battle other trainers, it's possible. The ability to battle friend trainers and not just randos, they've added it. It became a gross crash grab. I've not spent money on it in a long ass time. And honestly, the money I've spent is basically for a tactic of egg hatching that I do. Where basically for a majority of the time I have one incubator on one egg. And then basically save up eggs until I get a full stack of 10k eggs. To be fair, like most free mobile games are gross cash grabs, you just have to know how to manipulate it as well to not make it as gross or cash grabby, yet still get a good experience. I think that's just the world of mobile games we live in now. Is if you don't want a game to be a disgusting cash grab, you have to make it not a disgusting cash grab. I played Azure Lanes for 2 years. Most money was spent on costumes. Exactly. Like, if a company wants you to get something, they know how to fucking get you to get something. Like, during the pandemic, they had a mask thing for Pokemon Go that was worth a certain amount. Most people just spent a bit of money to get coins to unlock it. I basically would just clear out a gym, let my Pokemon stay there overnight, because I know the people that were around the gym that I would set it in aren't insomniacs. And then just basically, wait. I literally set a mission to get the full version of Diglett, then just undownloaded it. Yeah. I know a lot of people had their own things, but for me, I still think it's a fine game. For what I'm using it for, which is basically A, excuse to go outside, and B, just collect a molathon, like, it's not a bad game. And I pretty much resigned to the fact that there's no fucking way I'm beating a 5-star unless I get my entire friend group in on it. That kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I know that app's not for everyone, but I enjoy it. But yeah, back to kind of Zombies Run, which I was talking about earlier. That app has made running so much fucking fun. Even though I don't truly like run, I walk around like my neighborhood or to get groceries and stuff. The thing is, some games give you a lot of the resources to play the game without much trouble. The only money you need to throw down is when they drop a swimsuit costume for your favorite character. Yeah, a good example of that kind of thing, even out of the mobile sphere, ERBS. Like, through grinding the game, you can probably unlock every character. Through playing like 10 or so games a day and getting good at the game, you can probably unlock a character. But the option is still there, and the characters aren't really too expensive to get. You can get like 2 whole characters for $20, which for a free game, $20 to the devs isn't a ton. Yeah, the only ones that I truly am like, you're fucking shameless, or like, I hate the money grubbing thing, is like a lot of gotchas. Especially FGO is one I talk about often that I used to play and now I hate. Fate Grand Order is one of the worst cash grabby games I have ever played. Because not only are the rates fucking terrible, not only are extremely popular characters like ultra rares. So if you want Saber or you want Lancer or you want anyone who's not generic pro tag number 5648, if you want anyone of importance or care, like, you have to shell. And that's what I hate. Isn't Saber generic pro tag 6538? Yes and no. Like, you know, there's waifu hunters in every type of game like this, or husbando hunters, who don't really give a shit the character. They just want the design as part of their collection. So people who want a saber, who want an archer, who want a lancer, like, they're gonna give the fucking money. Yeah, but it still has importance to these kind of people. So they're gonna, invest. They're gonna throw their money into FGO. And, the company's gonna make a fuck ton off of it. And there's not much UI or anyone else can do about it. We can bitch all we want, we can complain all we want. The whales talk. The whales talk way louder than we do. And as long as they're still pouring money into the game, they're not gonna listen. Pretty much the only way you can get a game company to truly understand where you're coming from and accommodate at this point is to basically say no, you're not allowed to get away with that shit. And as Elaine, basically, if you just did your dailies and weeklies, you would have yeah, exactly. A lot of games are like that, but there's also a lot of games in the opposite where you can play as much as you can. You could do all the max daily stuff and you'd still need to pay money. And those are the games that annoy me the most, I think. Yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes, Pokemon Master EX, which is so funny because I don't think Pokemon Company realized that A, Twitter hashtags, and B, homepage showings of the name just combine everything. So it looks like it's saying Pokemon Hero Sex. Teehee. Yeah, I think both of those are a good example of that second form. Where it's basically the yeah, that too. Heroes is so guilty of that, where there's 5 different forms of Lucina, I believe, by the time I quit. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. I think I only got 2 forms of Lucina before I'm fuck it, I'm out. I don't think I fully even made it during the Fates period of Fire Emblem Heroes. Something like that, yeah. All right, so we have a quick issue. My mouse is dying. My mouse is flashing red at me because I charged it before stream, but yeah. Good try, Ozzy, but I think it would show up through the bot if it did that. No problem. I'm not thinking of canceling quite yet. I still want to play a bit more of this, but I want a game that's probably a bit better for my mouse being on top of my tower. So, I think by now... Let's do this. Thank you. I will hydrate. Thank you, Bandit. And I will posture check as well. Oh my god, are the updates still going? Okay, no, it's speeding up. Aw, get some sleep, Ira. Good night. There we go. Let me change the category as well. We're going to take a quick break from getting over it. And play some Eternal Return. All good, Bandit. I'll be happy to have you here. I've been getting pretty good at this game. Not to brag. Not to brag or anything, but I think I'm getting better at the game. Yes, this is ERBS. Saw a streamer play it once. Yeah, it's a really fun game. It's a game I'm addicted to. And it's a lot easier to play while my mouse is charging. Because the thing is, when I bought this PC, I didn't know shit about PC building. So, I didn't know that there was a real difference between a Type-C port in a motherboard and just a Type-A port in a motherboard, and that I needed an adapter. Apparently, the adapter I bought severely limits the power of the Type-C cable. So if the Type-C cable that would charge my mouse, because it's a wireless, was long, the power doesn't run through it. Yeah, I built my PC by hand, and I basically went off the knowledge that I had. So, what's the best way I can put this? Basically, I need a short USB-C cable to actually charge my mouse while using it. So, I'm pulling, like, true struggle at the moment. And at this time, my mouse is on top of my tower. Yeah, I'll hear you out, Bandit. Okay, that Shoichi skin is clean. It's so clean. Wait. Where is he? Where are she? I've been waiting for this moment. Fuck off. No. Chat, someone new just got dropped. We might have to try out the new character. Oh. No. Banished. Let's see. I just unlocked Rio. Where is she? There she is. So a bow user similar to Nadia. Kyoto Instinct is basically a multi-fire. Okay, good. Totally know more about that character. I think I'm going to play a practice game as Fiora. Just because I can. So when I sign into my PC, punk music plays from Jarvis from Iron Man, says, "Good morning, sir," and then proceeds to tell me the weather. I'm really proud of it. Is that like a program or something you can have upon Windows startup? Because that sounds pretty interesting. I just have a standard one that goes like straight into wallpaper engine. That's what I have. And I have all my wallpapers muted because the thing is I have them on like 30-minute timers and I have 3 separate monitors. You can imagine the issue with 3 separate monitors playing audio and for half an hour the same audio that's on loop. So yeah, no, my dad had to set it up. He used to be an engineer and knows a lot about it. It's probably just a startup API, which, while impressive, could be done. I'm not going to say easily because it's not easily, but I know how in theory it should work. The problem is I have no knowledge in coding to understand how it would work. So that's the like major thing. Yeah, basically mom used to work in an IT department before she came on as a member of the mansion. So she knows way more about computers than I do. Yeah, that's a thing. You have to reference then MP3 files, and yeah, that part can be complicated. Yeah. And also, with the multiple different types of weather it can be, it also has to consult a website for that to get accurate. Yeah, it's not easy in the slightest. I know in theory how it should work, though. All right, Bandit, have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, we're going with this build. This build has served me for a long time, and I need a hero. Basically, we're going to collect a ton of stuff in a hotel, then we're going to teleport to pond and stay on the straight line. By level 6, we are able to kill people. I'll explain Fiora a little bit as I go through. So basically, with Fiora, one of her abilities is completely useless. Her Q is the most useless thing in this entire game. It does nothing for her. So if you're working with a Fiora, W, E, and R are pretty much your main concerns. We have already finished our item build, which is rather fortunate. That was rather quick. So now I'm going to gather some resources since we have a bit of time. About halfway through like the first day is when I want to get out of here.
I surely can use these branches for something.
Let's see, are there any chickens alive? Because once I do that, I should get a level up. Okay. There should be some either dead or alive chickens that I can kill here real quick. To get leather. Wonderful. So now our entire build for this portion is done. We are now going to head over to Pond where we're going to get a few more things. And this is the part of the build that can possibly take the longest because we need 2 of an item. And that could get annoying. We need 2 whole hammers. And that can get frustrating. Because hammers don't like to spawn in as often as people would think. Honestly, you're far more likely to get a gemstone before you get a hammer. There's something I can easily build here. I'll do it.
Let's check this carefully.
It means I'm going to have to get rid of something, but I noticed bamboo and a snare. Bamboo and a snare in this game make an item called bamboo trap. And for late game, those are extremely useful. Let's get rid of... Ooh, water I need badly. Bread, just in case.
Is it done? This I can make use of.
A new area has been restricted.
Oh wait, I still need scrap metal? Okay, let's create the sheath and then I'll pick up scrap metal again. Because I apparently need it. Oh, we're down to 16 already? Wow. Okay, so 2 people have already been eliminated. I want to rest a bit, actually, because my health is a bit low. And this is going to be the time when people are going to want to start getting kill happy because they're getting up to level 6. Level 6 for most of the characters in this game is like the kill potential.
A survivor has been eliminated.
The other Fiora's gone. Rip.
Only traces of civilization.
Okay, so Avenue has quite a few things that we need to collect, but luckily a lot of them are pretty fucking easy to get. Gonna kill this chicken just for reasons. Okay, so now we have the potential to kill. Level 6 unlocks our R ability, which is known as Garde. Or Guard. which, since the whole plot thing of Fiora is that she's using a rapier and she's a fencer, Garde basically allows us to use our special to boost attacks. So, even if someone's on par with us level-wise, we have an advantage over them.
There would be people here.
Her E ability basically allows for a heavy strike, and on top of that, it also allows you to slide or get a movement advantage.
I didn't intend to harm it.
So I do like to level E up pretty quickly because that's good movement for either escaping out of situations or escaping into situations. So if, like, you notice someone out of position and they're really low level, E, even if they're faster than you technically, like, E can get you up to them. W is basically a wild flurry. It's a damn good wild flurry, but that's all it is. Okay, so now in this portion, we're in the last part of our build. There are 4 things that are not yellow that I'm looking for. In fact, I think I'm going to get rid of that. And that is ramen, lighters, garlic, and honey. Actually, was there honey?
Area has been restricted.
Okay, it's not where I am, and there should be a Hyojin. Like, right over here, yeah.
Don't these savages know how to place trash in the trash can?
Buddy, are you AFK? What are you doing?
Survivor
Goodbye.
is eliminated.
Oh, sick! He has things that I want. Wonderful.
Will it contain something useful?
That was honestly extremely helpful. Awesome. That was really helpful.
This is a proper item.
Okay, I need to do this to get that.
Rubbish, right?
And then I just need rubber and a chain, I believe.
I can make use of. It would be nice.
And then basically everything else from this point is going to be making, like, these kind of items.
Everyone will be amazed.
Because that's going to get our levels up fast.
I can make
Also, garlic ramen and hot honey water are the 2 best food and SP items in this game, respectively. So my goal is to make as much of that as I can.
Survivor has been eliminated. Someone is consecutively eliminating
Okay,
survivors.
Silenced Moon is someone I need to pay attention to, apparently.
Survivor has been eliminated.
So with this, my... Jesus Christ.
Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
Alright, there should be someone right here. Yep.
Survivors remaining.
So as you see, this person's a level above me. And I'm probably going to win this fight.
It's over.
what a narrow
Okay.
Survivor has been eliminated.
I'm going to die here. Yeah. Oh, well. Okay. We got top 10.
Survivor has
Yeah.
been eliminated.
That was an impossible situation for Fiora. I had basically 3 people on me, and while Fiora is really damn good against one-on-one, she is not very good against a multi-person fight. Even if that other person's an animal. I don't have any crowd control capabilities as Fiora. So unfortunately, that was kind of a lose-lose situation. All right, I have 6K. Ooh, what's the new skins? Firebat, Adriana. Oh, Hitman, Shoichi. Oh, but I need NP for that. Oh, well. Maybe later this week. Sorry about that. Oh my god, my neck. I had to stretch for a bit. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this, chat. Okay. Let's hope this still is running. I'm going to make sure real quick. Okay, it's still running. My OBS has had a fun issue of crashing as of recent. So, yeah. Love you, OBS. Don't know why you're doing this. But I think we're going to call it for today. And go ahead and raid somebody. Oh, I know who we're raiding. I know who we're raiding. I have not gotten to raid this person in so very long. We just need to. We are going to raid into a wonderful, wonderful content creator and a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine in Lucy Bubs. This is a tandem, in a way. Streaming duo of Lucy, a wonderful, wonderful demon tuber, and Bubs, a little demon she has on her side. Okay, I gotta send the messages in here, boo. So I'm gonna spam my socials just in case you are new here. Twitter is where I talk about my day and try to send stream notifications if Twitter decides to show it to you. Discord is where I do a lot of chatting. I chat in there daily, and big announcement, I'm going to start doing community days in there, either movie watch-alongs or we're going to be doing community day games, which I'm going to start setting up on Wednesdays, I believe. We are going to hit Lucy with the Butler raid. I don't know why Streamlab bot does not like my emotes. I still haven't figured that out. But it's going to look like that on the other side. I will see all of you tomorrow at 12, I believe. I hope to see you all there. Thank you so very much for sticking around. Thank you for watching me play not only Getting Over It, but a game of ERBS. I will see you all later. Bye-bye, everybody.